phase of moon.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. My name is Blake Cousins, and in this episode, we're going to cover an amazing topic, free energy. Does John Searle have the answer to the energy global crisis? He claims he does, and he's had it for over 60 years. John Searle is known as the godfather of free energy, zero-point energy, and he claims he has the answer to resolve the global energy disaster happening right now on planet Earth. And we're going to go over this amazing documentary simply known as The Machine. Now let's get to it right now.
In the laws of nature, there is nothing impossible except that the state of your mind makes it so.
An SG is a device that converts the energy around you, that's everywhere, into useful energy, what we call electricity.
The generator is a magnetic device that is totally magnetic. It is its own prime mover. It will self-start and continue to run, and as far as we know, we can say never stop.
We have something here that needs to be investigated, and really that's my role. I am a technical investigator of the SCG. The difference is I'm not willing to sit and just make an opinion. I'm going to make it happen.
The generator is approximately 2 foot in diameter by about 8 inches high, and it can be put in the home to power your home. It can be put in your automobile to power your automobile. And many of the third world countries have no means of generating electricity. These units could be put in there and power whole communities.
You really have to take a look at each individual component and function. And when you step back, you say, wow, this thing works. There's too much for it. There's too many facets involved not to be something viable.
For over 60 years, John Searle has tried to give to the world a new kind of energy system, one that would free mankind from the burdens of oil and fossil fuels.
Cleaning up this planet is going to be a big job. If we're going to get the climate back to what we want, a lot of work got to be done. But one thing is certain, you need energy. That's important.
So relatively speaking, it is positive here, negative out here. Air is ionized, current draws in the back of the center, and you have completed the circuit.
This is Amy, just one of an uncountable number of negatively charged electrons seeking a positive destination. She finds the positively charged neodymium core irresistible and enters the Searle converter device, becoming part of an enormous reservoir of electrons. Inside the neodymium, Amy meets Neo, an electron from the neodymium core. These electrons are drawn to the powerful magnetic flux line penetrating the 4 layers in the Searle design. They join together, forming a boson pair, as they spin around the magnetic force, releasing them on their pathway to freedom. As they enter the gate layer, they are compressed, feeling pressure to exit the system. At the same time, they are pulled and accelerated by the magnetic layer. Their energy continues to increase, racing through the emitter layer, joining trillions of other boson pairs that form the eddy current on the surface of plate 1. The boson pair is captured by the roller and blasted into the positively charged neodymium core of the second stage plate, repeating the activity into the third stage of the Searle device. With tremendous energy, Amy and Neo are hurled forcefully into standard coils, where they are collected in the same manner as any generator of electricity. Nothing is created or destroyed. The circuit is complete. As the rollers move, they provoke electrons to migrate through the 4 layers of the plate. From the neodymium core, through the gate layer, the magnetic layer, and the emitter or copper layer. This activity repeats through the rollers and the plates. Unlike conventional generators, the electrons will be moving at extremely high velocity. Conventional currents are slow currents, and they build up heat. The more current you draw, the more heat you get. This system is the opposite. The more current you draw, the colder it gets, for this reason. At the quantum level, the electrons are riding the magnetic field, not hitting the lattice of the atoms. The electrons find their path between atoms undisturbed, so they accelerate to higher and higher speeds.
Could Professor John Searle's device change the world as we know it and shut down the major corporates ruling the world right now with the control over the people and the soaring energy cost? Now let's get back to the program right now.
The evidence is right here on this tape. We'll be doing more demonstrations in the future. And remember, this plate don't have no voltage on it. Yet, some energy must come across here to this coil, so that the electrons come across the back of the roller to here. We have proved here that there's no electric supplied by that ring to make those rollers, but it has to be the internal tension of the atom that makes them move. I'd like to show the mathematics we use. The law of the square says there are two prime states in everything in the universe, and they're opposites. Now what I got to do is make sure that each line comes to the same value. Now you can do it. Simple, isn't it? Yeah. Do you agree?
I agree.
And it created the SEG in solid state, you know, as you can see. It nothing's touching. How reliable is that?
Like new, right? At the end,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because it has so many electrons, it doesn't allow for corrosion.
Right.
This is the result of years of efforts, and it's just wonderful that we finally get it together and have an opportunity to actually build this type of system. And, just recently, I was fortunate enough to test it out and find that things are working properly. Now, initially, there was some issue with the circuit breakers and so forth, but those things have been resolved. You can see a lot of the equipment that I had to accumulate over the years, and now we can integrate it as part of the monitoring and control for the magnetizer.
About 60% of the people want green. And the only reason they're saying no is because it's the back pocket, and it costs more money.
And still, the scientists say it's impossible to do. Really? Well, we're going to show you. They're wrong.
Stay tuned for more updates of the free energy device known as the machine created by Professor John Searle, and we will be doing more updates, so subscribe now. And if you've captured anything amazing in regards to UFOs, you could contact Third Phase of Moon via Skype or Facebook. My name is Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again next time. Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. My name is Blake Cousins, and in this episode, we're going to discuss free energy. Bradley Lockerman, filmmaker, biographer, visited Professor Searle in the United Kingdom, carrying with him two of the most asked questions to Searle. First, if you could do it then, why can't you do it now? And second, what happened with you with the electric board, the court case, and possible prison term? Even though Professor Searle is 81 years old in age, he still bristles at the questions when asked. Now, in this groundbreaking interview, you will see John Searle's emotions, the heartache, the troubles, and the danger he has gone through to try and get this information out. Why are the distractors bent on taking down and destroying John Searle's ideas? Whatever it is, Dr. John Searle has done something extraordinary. Now, Dr. John Searle, in his own words.
And the answer is too elementary. It's not 1946. If it was, I could do it. We had the right place, the right time, and the right staff. We have to rebuild all that before I'm in the right place at the right time. At this moment, I'm in the really wrong place. To make a number of SEGs to show at different points of the earth would cost a lot of money today. I know from experience that is not possible because the sheer cost today. Tomorrow is even more dearer. 10 years from now, it'll be £1 million more to do. Each year it will jump because everybody wants more money. That means companies up immediately their goods to counteract, or they sack the stock, or they close down completely, which is happening everywhere now. We create that situation, but our demands, instead of doing the proper thing, get together, look at the main problem, all get together and clear that problem, look at the next one, clear that. It's us that got to create tomorrow's. So the longer you wait, and I warned you this from 1946, the more it will cost you. It is not free because the God don't give me the materials free. You have to work for it, get a workforce to get it. They need wages. And boy, today they want real wages. Not pennies or cents. They want to see a wage pack of many thousands a year. You wouldn't work for nothing. But I have had people from the good of their heart that have worked with me for nothing, and some still do. And that shows that still left in the world today are some real human beings who appreciate what the condition is like, and that here is one man who's trying to bring together people to achieve what is urgently needed. Unfortunately, two mental conditions come together. One is called greed. The second one is ignorance. When they combine, that's it. Let's go buy to very important, urgent product we should badly need, because people will not pay that money to these greedy people to do it. They recognise, and therefore, what can I do but say, right, all I could do is sit back and say, what? When you wake up to reality and said that we're ready to go, then I can get back to work. If you don't want me, you don't have me. I'm not forcing anyone. It's a free world. And it's up to you to create the world you want. Now, in the Mortimer area, these houses had to employ an electric company to see to all the servicing of the electrical conditions. They supplied a big boiler to do your washing in. All you had to do is pour the water in, switch on, and when it got to the temperature, do your washing. Eventually, an element will go. That's natural because we're burning positively, so we'll get deterioration. So this happened. So I told the wife to ring the electric board to come out and fix it. Well, they came and took it, and I kept ringing about when will they bring it back. Eventually they brought it back and stuck it in. This was late evening. So we did do any washing that night. The wife asked me to heat it up for her before she get up, and then she could put the washing straight in. So proudly I filled the boiler, and of course I was switched on. I expected to go to work, and there's a massive flash. The meter disappeared, the fuse box disappeared, the cable with the kitchen light on disappeared, the bulb shade, everything disappeared. And nothing, no electric. I told you have to ring the electric board. And she did, and when I got there, they were just packing out to go home. I said, no, there's no electric. Oh, that's the 40 white fluorescent done it. Really? I said to the young chap, go and get your boss. And I told him I want to stay here. I want your boss here. When the boss arrived, he said to the store chap, what's the matter? He wanted us to go home. Why? He said he wants that boiler turned upside down. He wants to see inside of it. In the end, I said to him, before any of you go, I want that bottom took off while you're here. Oh, for God's sake, turn it over. Take that bottom off. Ah, I see. What do you see? Oh, we said we'll fix it tomorrow. We'll have it back tomorrow. You will have no bills. Well, what they went and done, they put the earth wire to the live connection, the live to the earth. It was absolute maximum power in that flash. But that blew everything out. Now, had that been a private shop, I would have checked everything myself. But the electrical board, gosh, I must say, you don't expect anything. Now, the wife was there, she'd been leaning over there, possible, turn the switch on, she'd been electrocuted. And then they tell me there won't be no bills. And what happened is, they sent a bill to me. I just ripped it up. Then they sent it to the council, who then sent it to me. Then still ignored it. Their solicitor wrote to me. I got on the phone immediately and said, good, I'm looking forward to this. You don't know who I am, do you? I was in charge on the electric board up in the Midlands. I said, and I am prepared to take even a lie detector test to prove what I'm saying is true. I'd love to get you on the stand and tear you apart. They got on, he said, oh, I'm not having nothing to do with it. He got on the lecture board and said, I'm washing my hands of this. You haven't a chance on earth. Eventually it all comes. What did it mean they were looking for something to get revenge? And of course, when I went about this money, they kept demanding £400. I told Chapman, the boss at Baston Road, I don't owe this money. I said, I want the power back on. Oh, we are the electric board, because it's the government. We can do what we like with you. You know? And I saw all these people, old people, having the electric turned off because they couldn't pay the bill. You know? So I said to him straight then, I'll hit you. You and who else? That's me. That's me. Well, we are the electric board. There's nothing you can do to us. But we'll see. We'll see. And of course, then for six months, I kept them on the hop. I made them really work hard. But they kept calling it the CID, but the CID happened to be one that Scotland Yard used to work on my team, unknown to me, to see if this was a con or not. And he knew, working with me, I wouldn't do nothing that would hurt anyone. But realised I was teaching Chapman a lesson. The judge did try to make it clear to that top electrical man representing the electric board that you asking me to make this man pay this bill, that was £10,700 something pounds. I can't do that because you asked for what you got. He never stole nothing. He never hurt no one. He just made you work. You said there was nothing he could do. He proved you were wrong. Now the trouble now is that what do we do to protect you? Because they're going to hound you. So they asked the probation service if there was a safe house. And they said, no, all houses are loaded. They said, well, we can't send him home where he's not wanted. They'll be hounding him. And we know he was only playing. And we know, and from his letter, he won't be playing next time. And they're going to pester him. So we have to protect him somehow. the best thing to do is we'll put him in prison for them to cool off. But I was treated if I was on holiday. Never searched. I was brought in lovely chops, lamb and chops and that, and big bottle, the milk bottle of milk and that. I could have anyone in with me in the afternoon. We used to play chess and that. They looked after me. And on Christmas Day, I didn't eat or drink. The warden come running in and asked me, please eat. Now, today is a family day. I have no family. Today, I don't eat. We'll have to write your wife and tell you you're on hungry side. I said that wouldn't make no difference to her whatsoever. And I didn't eat or drink that day. The barrister said to me straight, you appeal and they release you immediately. And you then come to the appeal court and tell them precisely what you did, why you did it. They would then say that Chapman actually challenged you to do it. And you prove to him that he had a wrong attitude, he had a wrong understanding that because he's part of the government, that nobody can do nothing to him, that you really taught me that, and you've been released. They would have just released you. Case dismissed. But I said, no, I want to see really if I had a family at all. And the evidence clearly showed I had no family. So it meant that I would shortly be walking out and finding somewhere else. 31 years I stuck hell and that, trying to feed them, and they stole money from me while I was at work. When they're overseas, there was so much stuff, I probably got nothing hardly for it.
We want to thank filmmaker and biographer Bradley Lockerman for sharing his amazing interview with us right here at Third Phase of Moon. And for Professor Searle, we will try and get the word out to the world. And if you've captured anything amazing in regards to UFOs, you could contact Third Phase of Moon via Skype or Facebook. My name's Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again next time.